Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome to Manjula Reddy World. Namaste, everybody. Please welcome and thank you for coming, everybody here today. Dr. G.K. Garu here. He's a spiritual guru, and please welcome him with a big. She's Krishna Priya. She's going to talk something about G.K. Garu.
Yeah, Krishna Priya. I have been meditating for a few almost 10 years. Actually, sir, Dr. Gopala Krishna sir is a medical doctor, and in his journey, he was seeking for the happiness and truth. He just found Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patri sir. In his guidance, he enlightened, and his another grandmaster, Paul Vijay Kumar. He got enlightened, and he wrote so many spiritual tablets, and he found he's the founder of the spiritual tablets, and he was traveling all over the US, and in his journey he came over here, and he was traveling all over Asia and everywhere, so many places, and so his motto is that we can cure with meditation and medication any disease through spiritual tablets. And I would like to give it to Sir G.K. sir. Thank you for everybody coming here. And
hi friends, I am Durga Devi. I'm yoga teacher and meditator. I started meditating over 4 years. When I started meditating, I committed to 41 days, 1 hour daily meditation. So the results were amazing. I slept better. I became more focused and feeling very energetic. So as I continued, I started having recurring dreams. So I shared to one of spiritual master, Flute Lakshmi madam from Vizag. She explained that they were all my past life experiences. So this curiosity led me to explore more. So I began following PMC channel, Pyramid Meditation channel, and then I joined Spiritual Tablets course. So in this course, I learned like life-changing concepts like Rogi, Bogi, Yogi, Yantra, Mantra, Tantra, Lakshmi, Parvati, Saraswati, gross concept like gold concept. So these concepts, by applying these concepts, I noticed huge transformation, like my relationships improved and I started understanding people around me and experiencing inner joy, self-realization, self-satisfaction, and also my eyesight improved and I reduced my fears. So, and one more concept like children, spiritual children. So kids having issues like infant to 13 years old, parent has to implement this concept. So converting to vegetarianism and practicing meditation every day and spreading meditation. So we applied this concept. So since my daughter has had allergies since childhood, so after applying this concept, my daughter allergy started reducing significantly. So I'm very much thankful, sir, GK Master and Patriji Master, who introduces these amazing concepts and meditation practices to the world. Thank you so much, sir. Feeling very blessed to have you here today.
Myself, Sukumar. I'm staying in North Carolina, Boston. I came into this journey 1 year ago, and I was practicing meditation for almost like 7 months consistently every day, doing the group meditation, morning 1 hour and even before going to bed. So what inspired me is I had the thirst for the spiritual path. I had my wife, my children, all these things are there. Parallelly, I was having good job, all these things, but there is something I was not satisfied. So far, by God's grace, I am physically okay, but I was still feeling that I want some more about the divine practices. It's not about the God or something. We learn from everything from God, from our elders or the parents, but I was searching for spiritual structured course or the group meditations. So I found last year in February PSSM site, and then from there I joined multiple groups, multiple book clubs, and this is so resonating my life, because I got a clarity of thought. Before that I was not so clear. If something happens, I used to tell it happened for something or just like that. But later, as I am progressing in the life of this meditation, I understood that we get the anxiety, we get the multiple things, multiple confusions, multiple problems, financial illness, sickness, whatever, with respect to anything physical, to say materialistic, as well as other than that, with the spiritual level. But spiritual level, I was not clear, but materialistic, I was running behind, and then later I understood the happiness is within me. So that's where my journey started. So I felt the inner transformation, inner self is the one that I was connected to my higher self, and then I did Mahathar Babaji meditation course, and then I joined the spiritual tablets L1 course. Currently I'm doing, it will be ending on April, but I'm doing the module 2. So far, whatever madam said, Rogi, Yogi, Bogi, Mantra, Tantra, Yantra, all these concepts, cosmic energy, universal energy, meditation, and especially why we get sick is like unwanted food, unwanted thoughts. So we are not giving anything break to our body or mind. So that's where the problem comes into picture. So I know everyone will be craving for that, but the craving is not outside, it's within you. So that's where your inner transformations will start. So it started for me similar way. And after entering into spiritual tablets, working with multiple masters, especially GK sir, during the week ends, we have the separate sessions, we meet over the Zoom. And sir is from UK, sometimes he is in India, he's traveling all over the world. So we need his guidance, and especially when we started our spiritual tablets, when I joined that course, I got a lot of multiple group meditation masters where they're doing in multiple time zones like Denver, West Coast and East Coast. I connected with them. So what I have gained from them is like multiple experiences. So I don't want to go and do, example, if some master shares me experience, I don't want to commit the same mistake again. I know I have gained the knowledge from that. So what I learned from that mistake is, I have gained whatever the knowledge that they have gained from the last 30 years, 40 years of their age, whatever they have seen, they are sharing their experiences, so that I'll get better clarity, that I don't want to commit that same mistake or same. I'll commit a better mistake because I'm having clarity of that past whatever things that I have learned from other masters. So really this path is so, always, it is a momentum for me. I'm in connection with always group meditation. I never leave it. I start my day with meditation, no matter what. When I get up 5:30 or 6, it doesn't matter if I get up at 6:30, but I'll start with meditation. And then later I do all the other things. We have book clubs. I'm doing book clubs with Chandra sir. He's from India. I'm doing the Thinking and Destiny currently. And we're also doing the Mahathar Babaji course book also, which is written by Roger Lawrence. It's done by Sudhakar Garu. So I got all these inputs parallelly by doing meditation, reading spiritual books, sharing of experiences. Apart from this, from spiritual tablets mostly, because it is a structured course where you can learn end to end. So once you start your journey from energy till the disease, I would say everything is perfectly structured. So Sar has almost hard work for 28 years. So we just need to take this knowledge definitely then I would encourage everyone to join L1 course and transform your lives and help others. Similarly, when you enter a flight, first help yourself with your mask and then help others. Similarly, take this course, help yourself first and then enable yourself. Once you are enlightened, then you can enlighten others. Thank you.
Part of Brahman Society movement, I can say, initially I started my journey to learn meditation from the main Guru Brahmarshi Patriji. Here it is called PSSM Global. And because I am into medicine, the first 10 years of my life I dedicated to my medical profession, as well as parallelly I am trying to teach this meditation to the patients who are coming to me. Day by day, I started observing them, and I realized at one point of time, even the exceptional cases which are very tough to treat in allopathic system of medicine, where people has to do, they have to take medication for the lifelong. In those areas as well, I got very miraculous results. Not only for disease, in general, the meditation and reading spiritual books and sharing our experience with the fellow practitioners will help us in a great way. Like some of the masters here, as a tender masters, they told their experiences, how best they are doing with meditation. So similarly, I started my journey, and then slowly I cured some of my minor ailments for which I am using antibiotics for cold, cough and all, etc. Later I saw the same results with my patients in my practice, and of course most of my family members are also turned into plant-based diet and meditation. And after 10 years of my medical practice, then one fine day I decided to treat illness only through wisdom. That is what I call as spiritual tablets. So one has to do regular meditation. See, we are cleaning this body every day with we go for bath, and we are cleaning the mouth for brushing and all, and we are sleeping to give some rest for the body, and we are eating food for the physical body. Similarly, to clean the mind and to give some energy for the soul, whatever we are eating, the food and the pleasure that we are giving, it is only for the body and mind. But for the intellect and the soul, which is inside, which is nothing but the cosmic energy, wisdom and consciousness, that is ECW, that is what actually is the soul. So to enhance the consciousness, we are not doing anything, because nobody told us. Parents are training us only for the material education to gain money, and we are giving the food, we do some exercise, but what are all the efforts we are doing? It is only for the body and mind. The actual happiness and the clarity and living without any fear, with a great confidence, these are all embodiments of the soul and the intellect, spiritual intellect. So that's why Patriji has started his journey almost like 30 years ago, in 1990, by telling 3 do's and 3 don'ts. That is where actually I met him first, as a MBBS final-year medical student. At that time, my focus was only to gain some concentration and memory, to improve my education, a little bit about health, of course. The 3 do's are doing meditation by observing breath, like we practice now. Equal to the 8 minutes you have to practice. And second thing is reading spiritual books. There are very wonderful books written by so many Western authors as well as Indian authors related to the soul science. Those books daily, at least for some time, we have to read. And we need to share our spiritual experience with other masters, so that we can learn from them, and whatever we are sharing, that will be useful to other people. So these are the 3 do's. And the 3 don'ts are, because we are so energetic and our consciousness is pure, if we learn meditation and soul science, there is no need to use any medication. For any problem, we can cure for ourselves with our own energy. Being a medical doctor, I can tell you, because I worked with more than 1 lakh patients so far in the last 30 years. I witnessed more than 25,000 cases, chronic cases and serious cases who has changed their lives with meditation. Of course, it may not happen overnight. Initially, if you are into medication, use that medication parallelly, slowly, increase meditation time. Try to listen to PMC channel, so many masters. And once you gain the wisdom, slowly you can taper the drugs. And there are people where they don't have children for 6 years, 10 years, they came to me, knowing that I am doing some kind of miraculous treatment. I am not doing anything. I am just teaching meditation and making them plant-based diet. And I advise some beautiful books because I read a lot of books. And with that, over a period of time, we counsel them whenever they came out of their emotional disturbances, if they increase their thought power with meditation, automatically they used to get children. So many cases. So then, during my medical practice with the 25-bed hospital in Visakhapatnam, in my area, I have to spend morning 6 o'clock to night 10, 11 in a nursing home. It's a rural nursing home. Successfully it is running. But in the top floor, I kept exclusively for this meditation kind of training. And so many serious illness patients, they join. Apart from allopathic treatment, they do meditation hours together. And a lot of transformations I have seen. Then I thought, at that time I used to spare only 2 hours in a day with this kind of patients. And then one fine day I realized, if at all this meditation is going to give this much great benefit, being a medical doctor, what else I need? The way my father grown up is like to do service in rural area. That is the intention. I joined in MBBS. So when meditation is doing those miracles, and I thought, let me take this as a full-time profession. And since 2008 onwards, I started my journey. Initially, there are 10 centers. Within 2 to 3 years, 40 centers across AP. After that, throughout India, there are 110 centers. I used to travel. And then I went to Southeast Asia. I stayed in Andaman 2 years, Mumbai 2 years, Calcutta 2 years, again Vizag. And then now in UK since last 4 years, across UK and Europe, I took more than 600 sessions in the last 4 years. And in US also, I have traveled more than 30 states. So everywhere, people meet me with their own problems, and whatever I desired in my childhood, there is a strong childhood imagination for me, almost like from 5th standard to 10th. I have to invent a tablet. It should cure headache to cancer. It should not cost even a single rupee. That is what my imagination. I don't know what I imagined. In intermediate, I used to go by cycle to my college from my room. And I used to see a lot of medical stores. They have Baijana, Surakta, bottles, legumes. A lot of disease names will be there. I used to think maybe I will invent another Dr. GK bottle, something like that. GK bottle, and it will give cure to a lot of illnesses. Because every illness should cure with one means what we know is only the legumes. Okay? But finally, destiny, in this lifetime, I met my Guru, Patri sir, and trained by Paul Vijay Kumar. And finally, I am here. So, actually, the beginning classes journey, I don't do much. Majority is my conducting the trainers workshop, where they will learn the spiritual concepts and they work in the field. That is my major area. And so Today we try to go with a question and answer session. That will be a bit easy for me to reach you. If you have any questions related to health and spirituality junction of yours or any family members or friends, any career related, if you ask any question, based on that I will try to answer you. That answer may be for the group, may not be for you actually. I try to take that as a chance to give you some content related to that. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
In this Janma, like I met my Guru, right?
Yeah.
So I want to understand a little bit more about what is your thought process about multiple Janmas and how karma, someone else was also mentioning about karma. So is it karma that is done in this life or past life? So what is the belief there?
Yeah. Good question. See, when I initially, my brought up is like Satyasai Seva, initially until 10th standard. All Satyasai Seva programs in family, I used to do with a great, belief and interest. And then in intermediate, until I get my medical seat, I gave my hair to Lord Balaji 3 times. Okay, all the syllabus was going on. But based on the incidents that have happened in my life, where really the God is supposed to give me some dhakka, that is not happening. I got my MBBS seat in 4th attempt. All the reasons are not my reasons. One exam is like paper was leak. 1 month I am unable to read. Another exam is like I got very good rank, but every year it will go up to 2000. That year it closed at 1500 or 1800. All in 1 to 2 marks I used to miss. So it's a terrible, failure. But finally I achieved. Then I felt whatever we are doing in the name of God today is not really God. I agree, some superpower is there. The method we are approaching God is not this. So let me figure out. When I come to know, then I will do. Until then, I don't want to do all this, thing. So I stopped that kind of practices during that period, like regular devotional things. And almost it went for 3.5 years went with a medicine degree. And one fine day through my friends, I came to know about this path. Meditation is there, it will increase your concentration memory. No need to do that much hard work to gain some good marks or whatever. So, the day one when I started, immediately I got very good experiences. Within few days, I got colors at third eye point. I started seeing Shirdi Sai Baba, Ramakrishna Paramsa, so many masters in my meditation, very clear pictures. And telepathically, they are trying to give some wisdom. By the time, our family, by nature, we are very serious non-vegetarian eaters. But I stopped after knowing about this meditation. But that's so easy to, see God and talk to God. I am not at all believing in this. Then I went to Kurnool. In Kurnool, I met around 150 people with the main guru. And he is very dynamic, very friendly. Not like a standard Swamiji, Devana and all these things you never see. If you do Padanamascar, immediately he also will do to you. He says everybody is God. We are all just friends. Learn and teach to other people. This is what his message. So there I listened so many other masters' experience near the pyramid in Kurnool, and I was surprised. Is it all true? Unbelievable for me. Because some people talking to other dimensions, some are seeing past lives, telepathy, astral travel, so much of wisdom. Being a medical doctor, it is an undigestible fact. But finally I came to know, with a belief only, we have to do journey. So I came back to my medical college with the friends, and very intensely I started to, because I have a lot of questions about my life. And I want to be successful in my medical thing, by hook or crook. So intense meditation I did, 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours. At one point of time I did 21 hours meditation. That is my highest meditation time. But of course now it is not required, because we have a lot of masters, lot of pyramids, books, guidance, everything is there now. So during that period, whenever I am getting that miraculous experience about prediction, knowing something which happens before or after, during that period, I tried for the, am I going in right path or not? That is my biggest doubt. So whenever I say, with that particular question, either through dreams or through meditation experiences, I used to see some of my past lives. I read some books about this Janmas and all. So I have some theory, experience, knowledge. And when I did, then I started seeing some of my past lives where I did a similar journey, and I am successful in that path to a certain extent. And as a part of that, in this lifetime also based on the earth condition, with a proper purpose, I came over here. But till then, even then also I didn't know my purpose initially. So when I am working in this path with the other fellow beings and listening to their experiences, when I am in Andaman, where I am working as a medical officer for the primitive tribals, I am working, and there I did an intense workout to make a full stop, because a lot of doubts within me. Being a medical doctor, I have to suggest a plant-based diet, no protein concept here, and no medicine, no requirement of the medicines. So these are all highly controversial about my life at all, life completely. So that point, lot of book reading and meditation and meeting my master regularly, because they are already seniors. Whatever the doubts I am getting, they used to clarify me on regular basis. And especially Dr. Newton, he is also a medical doctor and walking in the same path. And he clarified a lot of my doubts being a medical doctor. So I can say, if you read those spiritual books and meditate regularly as a practical laboratory, you can see some of your past lives. And you will understand your purpose. What exactly is the real purpose we came here, that we understand. And at one point, usually people will get that oneness kind of experience, the blissful experience also we get. That I get in Andaman after 6 years of my practice. So with that, all our doubts and that duality, is it true or false? Some people are saying like this, some people are saying like this, which we have to believe. So these kind of dilemmas, everything automatically will merge when you deep dive into that oneness experience. Of course, it may not be everyone's choice. And some people, when they read books and do meditation, they will clarify their doubts, and then whatever the disease is there, it will go away. So they will get belief, and happily in Madhya Margam, apart from regular family milestones, you can do meditation and you can continue journey. According to my design, being a doctor, if I have to convince people, means I need to have a lot of wisdom and experience. So that's why my travel is a bit different. Okay, for the regular path, whatever the best that is there, just adopt that half an hour or 40 minutes meditation and read books. Whatever the experiences you require in this lifetime, whether it is related to future or past, you are bound to get it. And we may not stick to a particular master. Initially, we meet one master and we work with them. When we grab completely, then from there we shift to other people. And master means not only a master, it can be a book also. When the student is ready, then the master will appear. One master may talk to you, you regularly talk to him. After once you learn everything from him, then you will be shifted to other person. Suddenly a great book will come to you. When you read that book, from that a major transformation happens. Like I read the book, Richard Bach's Illusions book. That really changed my entire perspective about the life. That is the only book I can quote, Illusions. Most of the people read that book as a fiction, and they will read it and they will throw it out. But I took it as a serious affair. Every caption that is there in that book, I wrote in the hostel room, and I try to practice it in every day. Every day I have to practice it by hook or crook. Sometimes it came to the neck throat, like a life and death situation will come, but still I have to believe in it. Like that, I try to implement all those captions that were given in the book, thinking that it is an absolute truth. For the outside people, it is just a fiction. So that's why whatever the books you are reading, you have to live to that book. You have to implement it practically, right? So then only really we can understand something there in this meditation. So that's why past lives is correct, and having a purpose is correct. Completion of third eye is there. Getting that bliss experience is there. So all these things I experienced step by step, but it took more than 10 years for me to understand that. So in every lifetime, as a pre-birth plan, we choose our parents, we choose our major components in life, and we come here. Accordingly, we meet our guru, our mentors, and our people. Guiding angels also we meet. And in that path, step by step, we progress. What all we have to do is like, for the stomach, every day we are bringing the vegetables, we are doing job, we are earning money, and cooking, and we are eating. So physical body is maintaining, right? We cannot stop anything in this. Similarly, for the soul, every day you have to meditate and read some spiritual books, whatever coming in your hand, and meet the masters who are already walking in this path. That's enough. These three things if you do, that will automatically bring whatever the experience is required in that particular junction. I have faced so many junctions. Every time, I have, family. My wife is also a meditator. She is my sister-daughter only, second sister-daughter. I married. And my daughter is into meditation since 5th year. And she is now in LA. She is doing her film acting course in New York Film Academy. She is a very good manifestation master. Since 8th standard, she wants to become a film actor. So step by step, she manifested, and then she meditated, and finally she is here. And all the children of my family members, they do intense meditation, they conduct book clubs among themselves, and beautifully they are manifesting their goals day by day. The only thing we insist to them is stick to plant-based diet. We beat and make them plant-based diet. Okay? That is the only thing we do. The rest all slowly day by day, because it is a poison. Giving non-vegetarian food to children is literally we are giving poison for them. That is what the parents have to understand. Every egg you are feeding, every chicken you are feeding, one day they have to bear as a disease or a problem in their life. So that's why just adopting plant-based diet is the only thing we have to do. If the parents meditate, children automatically meditate. They follow automatically. No need to teach meditation to children. Parents has to do daily, and slowly they will adopt. Beautifully they will do 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And wonderfully they have build their confidence, concentration, memory. And they will start telling you the third experiences miraculously. I have seen colors, I have seen Lord Ganesha. Like that they will tell experience. Okay? Yeah, thank you. So read the book, Many Masters, Many Lives book. Have you read that book, Many Masters, Many Lives? No. Telugulo kuda undi. Enno janamalu andara masterlu. Aa book chadavandi, that gives you beautiful idea. Okay?
I have a question, sir. You said plant-based. The vegan thing, is it falls on the vegetarian, plant-based, or is it going to be different?
Yeah, vegan food. Okay. See, vegan food is not everybody's choice. As on it, I want to tell. One should become vegetarian, plant-based, and even coming out of the dairy, over a period of time, I am a vegan basically. Since last 8 years, I am not taking any dairy. Okay. And it is an individual choice. Some people, because of the allergy, they stop. Some people, they realize what are all that, the pain that the animals go through when we are, they are giving all the milk products. So if you tune to that level, then of course you can do it. But becoming vegetarian is a must first to get into the spirituality basically. And over a period of time, when you walk in this path, suppose if you need to work on the even minor sensitive karma activity, because there are so many other alternatives are available. Everything that we are taking in the form of milk, now vegan alternatives are there. One can choose that vegan diet and they can walk in that path. Both are good. Vegan and vegetarianism, both are good. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Ramesh. So I I've been doing meditation like last 4 years, but I started around 2020. But the only thing is, I'm not doing like on regular basis. So whenever I get a time, I used to do. So recently, like 3 to 4 weeks ago, so I started doing under the pyramid. So I've been getting a lot of visualizations. I'm not sure is that really real or is it something fake. So, but before pyramid also I see like whenever I start meditating, so Hanuman will come and sit behind me. So I don't know is that really visualization or he is really coming and sitting there. And when I was doing under pyramid, so even something, so during the meditation, I was talking. So, but words are coming from inner only. I don't know who is talking. So, I see like one time like Sai Baba is talking. So sometimes like Hanuman is talking. I just need clarification.
Very good. Thank you. See, basically, understand in this world there are 3 levels: yantra, mantra, and then tantra. Yantra is machine, like with the mineral kingdom, with Panchbhutas, whatever the matter that we are seeing, it is all called yantra. This mic is a yantra, our body is a yantra, cell phone is a yantra, fan is a yantra. So this is all physical matter. It is called yantra. Above that is mantra, means the speech, the vak, whatever the verbally we are releasing as a command, that is called mantra. So this yantra has got its own power and its own maintenance. Similarly, the mantra is also has got its own level, experience and power. That is what, see, we do the mantra charana. If you do some mantra positive side, positive will happen. The same mantra, if a witchcraft or, mantra, if they do, that will create some harm. Because that mantra has the power. That's why we say if someone says, I am going to die, don't use that word. Why are you saying about death? Yeah. We never allow them to utter the word death. Because if we say there is tadastu devatu, the mantra has power. So above mantra is tantra. Tantra means like the third eye. Above the third eye level is all called as tantra. So tantra means here sensory perception, extrasensory perception, SP, ESP. There are 2 things, like the 3 levels of existence. What are all the things that we are externally seeing with the 5 senses is called sensory perception. Extrasensory perception, ESP, means beyond the sensory perception there are things. These are called ESP. If you go to a doctor, they will do an X-ray. You can't see the X-rays. Can you see the X-rays with your eyes? You can't see. The visual spectrum only we can see, the with gear. But below that, above that, ultraviolet rays, infrared, both are there, which we can't see. Only the machines only can appreciate it. And we can see the result as a film. When the ultraviolet rays go through the body, it will give a film. And we can see the bones now. How it is happening means, even though you are not seeing it, it is there. The ultraviolet rays are there. The result only we can see as an X-ray. That ultraviolet rays pierced your body and finally they gave the X-ray. That we believe it. Similarly, extrasensory perception means for the third eye, for all the 5 senses, there are internal senses. Means you are closing the eyes, there is an internal eye, that is third eye. It can give you some pictures. And similarly, internal ear. These are called tanmastras according to the Sankhya Shastra of Puranas. Internal ears are there. Internal smell is there for the astral body. So that will experience. So when we meditate, what happens is we are receiving a lot of cosmic energy. So Swamiji, he did 4 years of meditation. So when they do regular meditation, you are increasing the energy inside and the energy body is cleaned, then slowly the internal tanmatras will activate. The internal eye activate, internal ears activate, internal smell activates. When I am doing meditation in the 5 year in the room, midnight 1:30, 2 o'clock I am doing. Suddenly I started listening the Lord Shiva, that Ganatantra music. Like a big group of people with all Sranganada and all, with the Damarika all. Slowly it came like a train and it went. I know I am in the room. How can I get midnight 1:30 that kind of sound? So the internal ears has listened in that frequency, that Ganatantra Nada. And some people, when they meditate, they experience a lot of very good smells in the room. Actually, there may not be any smell actually, but they will feel it. Because like the physical reality, the yantra we are seeing, there is an astral reality. In between you and me, there may be another reality in a different frequency. So when we meditate, because we are stopping the five senses and stopping the mind, and we are receiving a lot of energy, and slowly, we are tuning to that ESP, extrasensory perception. So that extrasensory perception, either it may project to the future or past or the possible realities. And that will automatically give us a different messages. When we are getting married, we go to Siddhanti. Why we go to Siddhanti? They will match the horoscope and they will see the forecast, that future. How many points it is matching and how many points negative, positive. Why you are going? Because we believe in that astrology based on the both of the planetary positions. We can predict the future how best they can be. So it is a science. We cannot simply deny it. But here, the experiences that you are getting, it depends on the individual's belief system. Whatever the experience we are getting, it is like a message from the overself to the underself. Because like a mother computer and a subcomputer, when we are, trying to buy a train ticket, they will work with the computer. It will connect to the server, which has got the complete information. So every time they have to connect to the server to know the latest position, right? So similarly, in meditation, when we attain that energy and we attain that calmness, so this sub-soul will connect to the super soul. Super soul has the complete information about the whole world, like everything. And it will give you the messages, what to do, what not to do. So those messages, when they come, based on our internal belief system, because so many gods who has practiced the same thing, they gave their footprints here. They will be there in the energy form. So whatever the message that we are receiving, according to that message, that particular master visual, automatically we get. It is not that Lord Anjaneya has came and sit with you. Whatever the message you are supposed to reach, it is something related to Lord Anjaneya Swami, what he did. Anjaneya Swami means Pavanaputra, he is a wind element. So when you are supposed to apply the wind element in your life, then you will attract Lord Anjaneya. And he don't know what power he has. That is what Lord Anjaneya Swami means. He is very powerful, but he don't know his power. That is another character. So whenever a master or a god is coming in meditation, all those experiences are 200% real. Nothing is illusion or imagination. It is an extrasensory perception. Because of the intense meditation practice, we get those experiences. But we take the symbolic expression of it. Lord Krishna came, then you need to read Bhagavad Gita, and then what Lord Krishna is, that you have to understand, implement the same principles in your life. He got Lord Ganesha. Then try to Google about Ganesha. What is he? What kind of wisdom he practiced? What he is trying to teach? That Avignam concept. So many concepts are there. Lord Vignesha, if you see, every part of his body gives some wisdom. So that wisdom we have to practice in day-to-day life. It is not the God picture or who is coming, that is not important. Their wisdom is important. And every day or year, month, we keep getting those messages beautifully through meditation to guide us in this path. So there are 7 types of experiences. Experience means not only simply the telepathy experience that we get or intuition. Third eye experience, if you get with a visual, that is an experience. And whenever you are sleeping, if you can recollect your dream, that dream itself is an experience. And similarly, in day-to-day life, we see a lot of coincidences. Similar events will happen again and again. And why I am again and again attracting the particular situation? So there you need to round up and then you discuss with master. They will give you what exactly it is. And whenever you are reading a spiritual book, a heartfelt point you may get from that book. So that point itself is your experience for that particular point of time. Suppose if you read the same book after 6 months or 1 year, you will catch a different point now because your consciousness is improved. That's why now you are able to catch the different point now. Similarly, a master's guidance. A master is guiding you regularly. So with his own wisdom, he will tell you certain tips. So this is better for you, this is better. So that itself is an experience, because getting a master into your life is not an easy task. Initially, when I am trying to learn this, I used to meet my master all the way going to 500 kilometers. Today, master is coming to your doorstep. But we don't know the value of him. So, getting guidance from a master itself is a great spiritual experience. Just you can follow it until you become your own master. One fine day, you will open your third eye, and with your own meditation, you will start getting guidance. If you believe in it, if you follow it, then your life is very smooth. And then, being a medical doctor, I feel like the disease on the body itself is a spiritual experience. Wherever you are getting some disease, if you ask the disease why you came on my body, what is the reason, your meditation will tell you. That body part will tell you what is the reason behind that illness. So that's why experience means don't think that only in meditation or dreams you get every time. When you are walking in this path, any strange thing that is happening, you can consider as an experience and try to understand the reason behind that. And it happens because of the ESP, extrasensory perception, we are activating day by day. So we have to come out of that idea, which is simply imagination or illusion. Okay, nothing is illusion, nothing is imagination. It is a third eye. Everybody will have a third eye here. If you see the children, until the age of 2-3 years, they will laugh among themselves, right? Yeah. Suddenly they will laugh. You know why they laugh? We think that they are mad. We are mad. They are not mad. They are open third eye masters. By birth, they will have an open third eye. So they see Lord Vignesha, so many masters around them, along with us. Physical eyes, they will see us. With the third eye, they will see the masters. And masters are playing with them. And they smile at them. And they will see some different beings also, whomsoever our seniors died. If they come in an energy form, they will see them. They will try to play with them. So that's why they laugh. And day by day, when they increase the size, whenever they are unnecessarily laughing, we slap them. That is what we do. Why you are laughing on your own? We think that he is becoming mad. Because they don't have the mouth, they are small children, they have to believe in us. Slowly, by slapping, we close their third eye. By the age of 5-6 years, when they become normal human beings, their third eye is closed. If the parents has the wisdom how to raise the kid, then that born third eye, whatever is there, it will be maintained as it is. There is a beautiful concept called divine parenting. Every mother should know about it. From the mother womb itself, you can talk to the baby and you can train them beautifully. And after the birth, we have to show them a lot of flashcards and audio, visual, everything we need to give so that the brain will develop. The day one, the education starts. Not in the 5th class or 5th class, 4th class. Immediately. So we practiced it for my baby, and then enormously, greatly she grown with that. And we used to do a lot of telepathic experiment with her in the childhood. And that midbrain exercises, regularly she practiced, so that wonderfully their memory also will improve. So that's why experiences that we are getting in meditation, they are 200% true. There should not be no doubt about it. Initially, it looks like a bit weird to believe in it, but if you go progress and if you try to implement those things in your life, when you see the results, then you will understand the value of those messages that you are getting in meditation, and sincerely, we start following it. Okay? Thank you.
Anybody has any questions?
One question. So generally, people say that live in present, don't think about past or something, right? So is it like necessary we need to know about our past life, like in previous
Not at all necessary. No need to know about the future, no need to know about the past.
Right.
We have to do meditation regularly and sincerely. You walk in your path. Whenever you have a big question, okay, for example, you got a sudden question which you can't digest, which you can't understand, and it feels like you are stuck, like a dead-end street. You are stuck there. So during that period, when you continue your meditation, it will show you either future or the past, because you are totally limited in that area. In the big picture, you will understand what exactly is happening there. So that is the areas where, especially in the cross junctions, Y junctions, really we may need to peep into the future or the past. So that also we no need to ask. Your meditation only will give you the answer for you. So when you see the future or the past, then only you can understand the present moment. Usually with the basic thought power, speech power, and regular meditation, attending to the duties of the family, if you do sincerely in the middle path, you are always happy. Whenever major challenges happen, that we can't understand, because that major challenge is rooted either from the past or it may lead to the future also.
Okay.
During that period, we need to have the future past things will come, and your meditation automatically will give you the solution also. I will tell you a small story. It is a bit funny, but it is a fact. Like there is a village where a boy is playing, and suddenly one horse came into their house. And the people, how they live, why we need the past and future, I am telling. An enlightened master, how he lives, he can understand with this. A horse came. So everybody said, oh, you got a horse. From the forest, a horse came. Okay, everybody said, you got a horse, and you are so lucky, everybody said. Okay, today a horse came. I don't know what happens tomorrow. So he is growing it. And his child started playing with it. So when he started playing, actually when the horse came and he is raising it, and this horse went into the forest, again it brought another 5 horses. So he is growing all the horses. And his child started playing with it. While playing, suddenly he jumped, and then he got the fracture for his leg. So everybody came and said, oh, because of the horse, your child leg is fractured and you are a bad luck. So he says, okay, today he got a fracture. We will see what happens tomorrow. And he is a Sthira Yogi. He can predict what is happening actually. So that is, he is calm actually. Within few days, the government and the police came, because there is a war movement. So they want to have the young children from that village to fight in the war. So they came and they took all the young boys for the war to work as a soldiers. Because his leg fracture is there, so he left him at the home. So now everybody came, and you are so lucky, your child is at home, my children went to the war. So this is what life. If you don't know the future, okay, so every moment looks like very weird, and then we are at loss. But when you look into the future part, what is going to happen, then whatever is happening today is always right. So to understand the present moment situation, sometimes we have to jump either to the future or into the past. Then only we can live with a Sthita Prajnata, that complete stability we get. So those areas, we will no need to ask. Your meditation itself will automatically give you the answer, and then you will be happy with it. Thank you.
Any backbenchers? Oh.
Sir, if a person is naturally having a tendency of having true dreams and a strong intuition right from like the beginning of the life without doing anything, is it an indicator that he or she is going to be a better meditator than an ordinary person?
Yeah, first of all, the people who are all came here, they are all already great meditators in the past life. Otherwise, they won't come here. Number one. Okay? It is not just a coincidence. It is not by a chance. It is by choice. Everybody. Maybe it looks like a bit funny for some people today. Because my Guru Paul Vijaykumar also, when he met Patri sir, he is playing something and suddenly he went to the upstairs and then where Patriji is conducting a small meditation session for the old people. And he is staying there. For some time he is just listening. And all the experience, like Swamiji said, they are discussing, and he started laughing like anything. What these senior citizens and this daddy Admi, they are all discussing. Okay, is it that so easy? Like that, he played a lot of jokes on that. But within few days, his life was transformed and then he became a very great master. The only vision he got is, all his relatives are into police. So they were in a Sri Salem forest. Night time when they are going. So in the meditation, he first saw a car is stopped, and in the darkness, he is just watching. A tiger came and a tiger went away from the road. That is the picture he saw in meditation 3 days before. After 3 days, so these police people, night time, they will go for hunting actually, silently. So they went to the Sri Salem forest and he is sleeping in the back seat. And suddenly on the road they stopped somehow. So he woke up and then he just saw immediately a tiger is going with a back position. And immediately he recollected the vision that was he saw 3 days before in meditation. Whatever the vision he saw, exactly pinpoint the similar tiger he saw in later life. So immediately he got goosebumps and joy. So that is his first breakthrough experience.
Is it a time travel?
Obviously. So what I am trying to say is, initially it looks like everybody is very, very simple. It doesn't mean that the people who has lot of experiences from the childhood, they are so great, and people who doesn't have any experience and laughing at the experiences and making some jokes, they are very simple. No doubt, who are having that miraculous experiences, definitely they are a bit better. If they sincerely follow the path, immediately they can tune themselves and they can become gem of the meditators. That is for sure, because already they are getting that experience. And at the same time, it doesn't mean that a person who is laughing, cracking jokes and not at all believing is a simple man. There is all time. When his time comes, immediately overnight he may become a good meditator with a transformation. For me as well, in my childhood, after coming from the school, I used to eat that podi annam, kandi podi annam a lot, and then I used to sleep around at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock on the terrace. Sleeping means just I used to lay down, relax. And all of a sudden my astral body used to go out, and from the top, I used to see the whole village, the water reservoir and the village and the railway track, trains going. From the above I used to see. I don't know at that time that it is an astral travel. I used to enjoy that because it is so funny, right? Watching something from below or watching from the 10th floor or 20th floor is something different. That's why always we are interested in watching something from above. It's a rare picture. I used to think everybody can see like this. I don't know at that time that it is an astral travel. And in my village, every major incident I used to get in my dreams. If someone is dying in the reservoir or the railway track, these are the two, Lord Shiva points in my village. So where once in 2 months a body will be vacated. So I used to see in my dream, whenever a group of people go and try to see that body, I used to see clearly the color of the clothes also. Someone watching like this, peeping like this, I used to get it. When I get a dream, then I understand, okay, one body is gone. So exactly within a week or within 10 days, I see the same picture, what I saw in my dream. So these are kind of experiences happened. But I don't know what are those experiences, and after coming into meditation, then slowly I realized one by one, all the experience I faced in childhood, already I am a yogi. I have that instinct with me. So then I seriously started believing in it. So a person who is having experience from the childhood, no doubt it is out of the past lives, growth, it will carry forward. So if they sincerely practice, definitely they can tune it in a within no time they can tune, and they can have a wonderful life, not only for them, and they can guide rest of the people also. And at the same time, a person who is laughing and cracking jokes and not at all believing this, we cannot simply say they may not be a good meditators. But within days, they can become wonderful masters. Both are correct. Okay, thank you.
And we take one last question.
Only one question.
Yeah.
addictions and meditation. Can we use meditation to help us with addictions?
Yeah, yes, sir. See, from headache to cancer, any disease can be modified, can be better, become better with meditation. That is the first thumb rule. Nothing is impossible. Coming to the addictions, the reason for the addiction is whenever they have the affinity or the desireness to gain more and more happiness through the divine means and musical means, arts means, there are so many ways, right, to nurture your soul and giving happiness. Whenever they don't start all those areas and they want that gratification, so completely they stuck at one area. Here the addiction means it can be a strong love or a strong desire to achieve a position or strong interest to achieve some material happiness, or like you said, the smoking and alcohol, all the addiction things are games. So in one area they stuck because they are not getting happiness in other means, the higher means especially. In Anath, if you do intense spiritual service or any social service, you will get happiness at Anahata. If you learn singing songs and then if you give a beautiful orations, that activates Vishuddha, with that you get a lot of happiness and energy through singing, through art. And if you meditate, divine happiness we get through Ajna, through ESP. So whenever we do the other methods intensely, then slowly one can come out of that addiction totally. There are so many cases where we cured the addiction cases, alcoholic, smoking and different kinds of habits that throw. And there is one rural medical practitioner, RMP doctor in Srikakulam district. So he was so addicted to alcohol, not even giving a single penny at home. And on the road, sometimes they have to pull him, bring him to home. From such a terrible position, he started meditation slowly, and then totally he came out of it. And he is from the fisherman community. So in the same village, he taught meditation to a lot of people. And today, if you go and see, there are around 8 pyramids in that fisherman community village. And 40 families, they turned into plant-based diet. And they are not even going to the fishing boats also today. They came out of the profession. And picking that concept, I escalated a project called Righteous Livelihood, Samma Ajiva. And in the entire Andhra corridor, today we have registered 3 organizations, and every summer we are training them with a beautician and stitching machines for 40 days, and parallelly they becoming meditators also and vegetarians. Slowly bring out them from the wrong profession, righteous livelihood. That is how it was started with one person, and today we have hundreds of families in the fisherman community. They become vegetarians and very good meditators. So that's why coming out of all the substance misuse is 200% possible. If the children are addicted, the parents have to meditate. Brother is addicted, the whole family members have to meditate. When they meditate, automatically the house vibrations will change, and slowly it will push the person who is there in that house. And they also start coming and sitting. When they are good, if they sit, that is good enough. That will automatically change. In the villages, we get a lot of women complaining, my husband is alcoholic and a lot of problem at home. First we teach meditation to the wife who is suffering. Once they become great meditators, their inner Kali, it will automatically activate. They become Shakti Swarupini and they start solving the whole house problems in due course of time. Yeah, okay, thank you. Those flyers I want to announce. So thank you very much for joining today. There are little announcements about understanding the future programs, and with that maybe we conclude. And as a medical doctor, my message for everyone, see, more or less the whole life, to an extent, of course, as a part of my purpose, I did a lot of sacrifice journey. The only reason is people are today suffering a lot with a lot of illnesses, whether it can be a very small illness in the physical body or a kind of mental agony or thought problems, psychological problems, and social problems, problem with the husband, wife, children, lot of social problems today we hold, even though we have money and everything. Because of the social problems, we feel very bad in life. And of course, some people financial struggles. And you are sitting here. your parents are at India, and always you have that, feel. In fact, I am attending a lot of senior citizen parents where their children are in USA. Yeah. I am very happy for that. Because in the villages, so many holistic centers we built. A lot of senior citizen parents come and stay there for 30 days, 40 days, and they learn meditation. And what are the joint pains, back pains, different problems they have, they are curing today. Your money may not give them happiness, but the meditation will give them happiness. Remember that. And whatever that, feel they have, that lack of that, relationship things, that they can satisfy through their meditation. So that's why try to give this meditation to all your family members and relatives, because this is what really gives happiness for the people. And anyone is suffering with any kind of illness, let them start meditation from the day one. Of course, they can take support of the doctors or medicines or whatever. And parallelly, if they sincerely do meditation for an hour in a day, in due course of time, they can come out of all kinds of medication and they can lead a healthy and happy life. If I want, I could have continued my hospital journey, but hardly I might have done some operations and I end up in writing regularly that hypertension, BP, all the tablets, that's all. Even those 2 years, I fed up with that, writing those medicines again and again. As a repetition, 1, 2, 3, repeat, they will give. So is it for that doctor is there? Of course, the patients who are like that, for them it is okay. But the real, not a video, flies pattern. Flies pattern.
Krishna, okay, this one. Actually,
నాకు ఒకసారి ఫ్లైట్స్ పెట్టాలి ఫస్ట్ మీ మాట ఏది విన్నాయి ఫ్లైట్స్ follow vegetarian diet, and if they start learning this wisdom, that will reduce the side effects of the treatment. That is the first greatest benefit they will have. And in fact, we are coming up with a research paper also on that by observing a lot of case studies. So when they meditate a lot, apart from the treatment, that gives them wonderful cure. So that's why any exceptional cases where the medicine is not giving any solution, if you bring them into meditation, definitely with their energy, they can gain a very good health through this. So hundreds of testimonies are there. If you log into that Spiritual Tablet website, you can see in YouTube also.
Thank you so much, sir. And we have a little facilitation for our GK, sir. Durga Garu and Priya Garu, can you please come forward? Little gesture for you, coming all the way down from. ఒక్క నిమిషం మ్యూజిక్ పెట్టండి. ఇట్లా ఒక గ్రూప్ ఫోటో తీసుకొని సెల్ఫీ తీసుకొని తర్వాత వచ్చిన వాళ్ళంతా గెస్ట్లతోటి ఒక గ్రూప్ ఫోటో తీసుకొని సాత్విక్ ఫుడ్ తిన్న తర్వాత మేము జీకే గారితో 1-on-1 సెషన్స్ పెట్టినాము. Sir, I have a question about the autism parents, how they are going through. Some of friends have autism kids. Is it going to help the mothers do the meditation and the kids going to be get help on that, or how it's going to be reflected?
Yeah, definitely. Basically, understanding the autism is like the parents has to meditate and we need to apply the 10 energy supports like the pyramid, crystals, greenery plants, and lot of higher color curtains and bed sheets. So if we put all these energy things in the room, that will improve the cosmic energy. And the parents' meditation, slowly it will calm down their mind, their emotional body will become completely stable, and they can increase their energy. When the parents' energy is increased, that will automatically bring changes in the kid. So this is all about the first energy level training. We are dealing with a lot of autistic kids and then parents also, where we give them this meditation first. The parents have to meditate a lot, and for the kid all the energy things we have to apply. And they have to pull out the non-vegetarian food, which creates the karma. So the whole family has to adopt that plant-based diet, because if we kill an animal and if we give suffering, and the suffering in return we have to take in another form. So applying the plant-based diet, doing meditation is the first stage of line of treatment, through which a lot of parents are coming into a stable state first. They will have a lot of agony, lot of pathetic situations in life. And then the level 2, after doing all this meditation workout, a little achievement they get. They will get some trust on this meditation. Oh, at least now we are becoming stable. We are able to understand the kid. From that point, we try to work with different types of behaviors they throw. Some kids will tap like this. Okay, some will turn the papers more. Different bang the doors. So different types of attitudes they throw. So we take each and every attitude and we try to decode it spiritually. Because the kids are trying to communicate something which the parents and the environment doesn't understand. So we decode it spiritually, and the same things again the parents has to apply. So when they decode those patterns, and if they learn the wisdom, the spiritual truth, and if they follow, then those patterns automatically will go away. So many patterns, repeated patterns for 10 years, 15 years, they have the patterns. So in those patterns we worked, and then we are successful in that. So working on the patterns is the second stage.
So they need to recognize what their kid is going through.
Yeah, it happens only through guidance only. Parents cannot understand immediately. The spiritual masters who are already working in this field, even with a psychology degree and then this autism related specialization they did wantedly after becoming meditation masters. A group of team working from India on that. So they can take their help. So they will guide both the material way as well as spiritually, both the ways they will guide. And in the third stage, once they work in these lines for at least 1 to 2 years, then what exactly the other half of the kid's mind is doing, like understanding the other dimension, what kind of connection they hold. Because, for example, if you take a person who is blind, for him the ears will be super brilliant. This we know, a simple mechanism. Similarly, when the kid is off from the environment, the other half is working in a very brilliant way.
Actually, the autism kids are very intelligent.
Yeah, very intelligent. Telepathy kids is wonderful. Drawing skills are wonderful, and lot of skills they throw. So slowly the parents will tune to that. So currently I am dealing 2 cases in US, and when I came to their house 2 years ago, literally they are at crying phase. And today in this tour I visited them with a very great happiness face they are telling about how greatly they are experiencing day by day. Every day they are seeing miracles with the kid. How they are, they are discussing the corner dining table. She is in the kitchen, somewhere in the bedroom in the 2nd floor. All of a sudden she comes and she utters the words what they are discussing.
Oh, telepathy.
Such kind of telepathic abilities they are experiencing day by day. So this is completely other part of the story. There is a book called New Human. If they read that book, in that all these things are how to deal with the ADHD, autism kids, children, how brilliant. So all these things we don't know. We are trying to bring them into the normalcy. They are super normal, which we are not understanding. So that's why to crack this problem, the first stage is plant-based diet and meditation. Second stage, working with the counselor to understand the patterns and then cracking those patterns and learning a lot of things out of it. And in the third stage, understanding their inner super normal abilities. So when the parents tune to that, by that time they will automatically settle in a great way. And then you will see what kind of plans they made for this earth, we don't know. The soul will take its own shape. So that's why for autism kids, rather than going for simple therapies, working spiritually through meditation is always very, very important and great. Yeah.
And this, you said recently you started this journey, right? Do you have any contacts on that?
Yes. If they sincerely start working with us, we give those parents contacts and they can talk to them.
Okay.
They can understand how greatly they got the benefits. They will explain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, definitely we can tell them to.
Within 6 months, that severe symptoms, whatever they throw, it can be reduced to 10%. That is for sure.
That's really.
Whatever that serious, every day it becomes a very daily struggle. Sometimes they are very, hypochondriac, very erratic behavior they throw, emotional, and all that can be reduced. That is for sure.
That's really great news actually for those parents who are. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for coming to Richmond and having a great session.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Signing off. This is Manjula Reddy from Manjula Reddy World.